This video will actually walk you through number 11 from the homework C1 as to how you could use technology to work with finding some descriptive statistics. First of all, the data is in Lumen in a table format, although it's really all one set of data. And so in order to work with it, I'd really prefer it all to be one column. So I'm going to actually put my cursor above the table a little bit and just drag down to capture the entire table, and even a little extra, because what I don't want to just grab the entries, because then they may not, the numbers may not separate like they are. So I'm just going to copy that. I can do Control C to copy, or you can right click and find copy. And then I'm going to use, just going to open a Google Sheet and work with the data in there for a moment. So I'll just open a browser, find in the little waffle, find Sheets, or you can use Excel if you have that. And then I have a blank spreadsheet. So now at the very top of the spreadsheet in one of the cells, I'm just going to paste the data. So if I right click, you'll see that I have some options for pasting. I'm actually just going to paste the values. So when I do that, you'll see that I got all of the numbers. The first two rows were skipped, but that's because I selected a little extra beyond the table. But that's okay. I can get rid of those if I'd like. I'll just select those and right click. I can cut them out, or I could delete rows 1 and 2. So that's all there. Now, as I said before, what I'd really like is to think of it as one column of data. And so what I'm going to do is actually create one column of data, literally by just selecting the second column. I hit Control X, or you can hit Cut, and then Paste is Control V. That's the shortcut. Again, I'll select the next set of data. Control X will cut it, so it selects it, it highlights that block. If it's dotted on the edges, it's selected. And then I came down to row 19 here, where I'm going to start pasting that. And I'll hit Control V to paste. And then I'm going to do that again. Control X to cut. And Control V to paste. Or you can just hit cut and paste if you like. Control X. Way down to the bottom here and paste. And then the last set is just about ready. So this might take a couple minutes, or not even a minute. I guess it took about 2 minutes. But now I can do a lot with the data. Some things I can do right in Excel or in Google Sheets. But since I said I wanted to show you how we can get descriptive statistics pretty quickly, I'm just going to select that entire set of data. That whole column now is one column. So if I Control X, I can get it all selected, or you can do copy. And then I'm going to open up classcalc.com. You can use this without paying, but if you want to use it during an exam, you need to, like in lieu of a TI-84, which is fine, you just need to pay it's usually about $12 for the lockdown version, so I can lock your phone screen. Graphing calculator is the one we're going to use, and until it opens. So now, up in this first box where I can enter information, I'm actually going to just Control V. I'm going to paste the whole set of data. So I just did that. And so you can see the data is here. It's listed as X1, so that's what it's calling it. Class Calc loves to graph XY tables, so it's sort of set up for that, but you could use it for more than that. Now that it's there, I'm going to go down and hit my Stat button where I can see statistical options, and I can do some of these individual things if I want, like find the median, for example, but I'm going to go and find everything at once with our 1var stats. I just need to tell it what the name of the column is that I entered, and it called it x1. If I just type x and 1, it will subscript the 1 for me, so I just have to type an x and a 1. And right as soon as I did that, it gave me all of these descriptive statistics. So that's pretty handy. In fact, I have my 5-number summary here, since I have the min, the quartile 1, median, quartile 3, and max. You have to know your symbols. Up here I can see the sample mean. This means the sum of the data. This is the sum of the squared numbers, not something we'll use really. This is the sample standard deviation, the population standard deviation, as if the data was an entire population. The count is 54 numbers, and this last one we won't really use the sum of the squares calculation. It's a little different measurement. Don't worry about that. Anyway, that's a way you can use use Class Calc to get your descriptive statistics, even from data that wasn't necessarily presented in a nice format for Lumen. And I will stop there.